This one combines all my favorite things. Beautiful anime men and also ryokans. So you know I had to play it. You know I had to play it. Alright, now we're good. There we go. Thank you, Near Music. You took us to the finish line. Alright, let's roll. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, here, I can move over a tiny bit. Move my fat ass over. Alright, there we go. Move my fat ass over. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, this is it, isn't it? I press my palm against the counter, feeling its every imperfection worn smooth by years of care. Every step in these halls, every creak in the floorboards, I've memorized them all. Oh, hot spring, let me at him. Let me at him. Let me in. I deserve that. After tonight, none of it will belong to me anymore. Strange. Thought I'd feel sadder. I've spent a lifetime here and now I'm too old to take care of it. The ryokan without its keeper is just an empty house, waiting to be forgotten. How many times have I cleaned these counters and mopped these floors, greeting guests who came and went like fleeting whispers? I wondered if I would ever find someone to walk these halls with me, not just pass through them. Someone who would wake up beside me every morning. And we get your visible chat. But no one stayed. No one made an impression. I made my way towards the onsen, my knees protesting with every step. Oh, damn, bitch, you 42? Who knew that at 35 your knees just stopped working? Oh, bad news. I should have let myself enjoy life more. A persistent thought haunted me, refusing to fade away, even in the quiet moments after the guests had departed. Did I live well? I spent my youth building this place, holding on to it with everything I had, and in the end, there's no one left to hold on to me. So that's the real regret. Well, too late to dwell on it now. I brace a hand against the wall as I push myself upright. My back cracks, but I force myself to stand with a groan. Yeah, no, this is just every day once you're over 40. But my foot slips. There's a moment of weightlessness, followed by a sharp crack as the back of my head meets the stone. Then, cold. Water rushes over me, pulling at my limbs. My fingers grasp for an anchor, but meet only emptiness. As the world blurs and my vision tilts, I catch a glimpse of steam swirling above, rising into a night sky that feels infinite and dark. Perhaps, in another life. Ugh. My head feels like someone's hosting a drum circle in there. I inhale, hoping to be greeted by the cozy scents of aged wood and warm sake, but instead... What is that smell? Salt, fragrant smoke, and sweet aroma of osmanthus. Instead of my dimly lit ryokan room, I see red. A bridge covered in mist. This isn't my ryokan. This is not my beautiful wife. How did I get here? A sharp chill sinks into my spine. I died, didn't I? The Red Bridge of Souls. I've heard the stories. A place between. A crossing for lost souls. And here I am, on a bridge between a life already lived and whatever comes next. Why does everything sound so loud? I can hear whispers, low murmurs, the occasional laughter. Seriously, my ears are starting to ache. Wait. Ears? The creeping suspicion settles in. I lift my hands. Those aren't my hands, are they? Girl, where do you get them nails did? Those look good. It's a good length for you. My fingers are slender, smooth. Sharp nails. Sharper than I remember. Claws? My breath catches. I stare at my arms, my legs. No more wrinkles, no more gnarled knuckles, no more aching bones. Instead, I'm youthful, glowing, radiant. Oh my. Oh, I am also naked. Oh boy. My jaw drops. I pat down my arms, firm. I press a hand on my stomach, flat. I trail higher. Oh, no way! My hands fly to my chest. They're perky! Oh no, cute baby. By the spirits above, I have breasts again. Perky, full, no sag, no back pain. It's a miracle! These are the breasts of a woman in her prime, not a retired ryokan owner who needed at least 2 layers of fabric and a prayer to hold them up before. But before I can fully appreciate this cruel miracle, something moves behind me. Oh. I turn my head slowly. A tail. A red furred tail sways behind me, wagging. Oh. My hands tremble even more, trying to make sense of everything. My skin, my tail, my lack of... Oh, I'm naked. Me too, girl. Except I got a little hat. Naked except for my hat. A naked hat time. I'm as bare as the day I was born, but with a tail, claws, and apparently some kind of breast enhancement. Would you do the saline or the silicone, girl? You know? Silicone's got the better texture, but the saline is much safer. Oh no. A breeze rolls across the bridge. My entire, very exposed, freshly revived, nobody was supposed to see this body prickles. Stay calm. Stay dignified. How much does the tail wrap around? Let's evaluate. But of course, there is no dignity left to be had. I crouch down, wrapping my hands around my knees and curling my tail around myself like I'm trying to create a makeshift modesty shield. Oh no, I love her. Pet, pet. But I am not alone. Your footsteps. No, more like claw steps, followed by rustling robes and then something that sounds suspiciously like skittering. I do not turn to look. Absolutely not. I am not entertaining whatever fresh horror that was. We simply do not perceive anything that skitters. Not while we are also naked. Oh yeah, that's skittering. You don't want to make eye contact with whatever's making that kind of sound. A shadow looms behind me. A robed figure glides past, does a double take, then slowly backs away. Another one, sporting a long serpentine tail, grins at me, showing off a mouthful of sharp teeth. I pretend I didn't see it. Okay. Breathe. Red bridge. Spirits. The rules of death. Then, I'm surrounded by spirits. Possibly man-eating spirits. I will not be making eye contact with anything that looks like it might eat me. We do not perceive the horrors. We do not perceive the horrors. Deep breath. Focus. I've handled rowdy nobles, drunken guests, and several matchmaking attempts. I can handle this. All right. First things first, close. And then I figure out what happened to me. Oh, we gotta put clothes on? I don't wanna. You can't make me. I don't wanna. Push myself up, careful, composed, and New arrival, huh? Cute tail. Followed by a burst of laughter. Rude. Oh, splendid. Public humiliation day 1. Lovely. All right. Breathe. Pretend you're fine. My fingers twitch and something deep inside me whispers, move low, stay quick, bare your teeth if you must. And for once, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. Come on now, old girl. You've handled worse than this. Have you? Well, I woke up naked in hell, but this is only my second worst day. I steel myself. Back straight, chin up. Oh no, too fast. Oh, nope, I forgot. Naked. Suddenly, gravity remembers I exist. The bridge vanishes, the lanterns blur, the night air rushes past me like a betrayal. Oh, not this again! I mean, at least into the water. No one can tell you're naked anymore, 'cause you're drowning. Yay! But this time it feels different. I seem to be breathing underwater. An improvement from earlier, but also an insult. Didn't I already drown today? Feel like I should get a free pass on the second one. But before I can decide to stay out of here out of sheer stubbornness, the water stirs. A hand grabs me with a firm grip that says, "Stop embarrassing yourself and get out of my river." Before I can properly swoon at the sheer commanding nature of it, I'm pulled upward. My head breaks the surface, and finally, I see him. Oh my. Now, I've seen many men in my life. Strong men, handsome men, men who paid extra for the private onsen package. But this one? He is something else entirely. White hair slicked against sharp sculpted features. Mask covering a tall, broad figure clad in heavy robes, looking every bit like an ancient spirit who's been reluctantly saddled with bodyguard duty. His breath is steady, but I see the exhaustion in his stance. He looks like an old war banner, torn, faded, but still standing out of sheer spite, which is still terribly attractive, by the way. And then I feel warmth. His outer kimono draped over my shoulders, his hand lingering just long enough to ensure it stays. My. It's been quite some time since I was last embraced by a handsome young man. And with such grave solemnity, too. You all right? Hi. We'll just go with the thank you. We'll be polite. Instead of being a mess, we'll be nice. I'm fine, thank you. How fortunate that you were here. I place a hand over my chest. He watches me, unreadable behind his mask, before nodding slightly. Can you walk? More than I ever have before, actually. He slowly extends his hand. Come, I'll help you cross. Well, since you're insisting. I take his hand. This man's grip is steady, warm, with a quiet kind of carefulness, and together we walk. This is a dream, isn't it? Does it feel like one? I hum, observing him as if he were an interesting specimen. Well, I can tell he's beautifully exhausted beneath that mask. I don't know. You're rather intriguing for a dream. His grip on my wrist tightens slightly. That got a reaction. Because it's not a dream. Well, I suppose if I had to fall into anyone's arms, yours aren't the worst. Get it, girl? Don't waste no time, yeah! He doesn't respond, but gently nudges his head forward. You should stand soon, before the cold sets in. Straight back to business then. Of course. You are a yokai now. The words hit me like a ladle of cold miso down the back. Thought as much, but hearing it said aloud. So this is real then. Well, Akine, you have two choices. Fall into an existential crisis or flirt your way through it. A scandalous. I blink up at him, pretending to be all innocent. Oh my, how scandalous. Am I a pretty one? You are an Okami. You're not answering my question, dear. I notice his shoulders tense up a bit. His fingers flex like he's deciding between folding his arms or saying something. I grin. My tail swishes behind me, matching my glee. He lets out a tiny grunt and turns his head like that'll end this conversation. We should keep moving. Oh, he is fun. All right. So it's true then. I died with unfinished business and came back all supernatural. Humans do not become yokai without cause. Let me guess. Strong emotions, right? The classic cocktail. All in one. Desire, longing, and a splash of regret. They always say intense feelings linger after death, and I was practically soaked in it. Get it? It's a joke because I died drowning in an onsen? You understand then. I curl my fingers into the fabric of the kimono around me, grounding myself. It's real, heavy, like the weight of everything I couldn't let go. I didn't want to die alone. That was my final thought. For a moment, only the river answers me. It was powerful enough. Ha! All that yearning, and I end up half drowned in a clingy kimono with a ruggedly handsome masked man. Nailed it! Yes! I'd call it a tragedy, but the shoulders are compensation enough. Or simply enough to refuse fading quietly. Not a denial, nor an answer either, but close enough. Spent my entire life running a ryokan, only to die and become a yokai. Some might call that a bit on the nose. Huh. Oh well, alright then, what now? You decide that. A remarkably casual response for something that should be an important revelation. Simple as that? Yes, after all, even as a yokai, it's still your life. Ah, so it comes with free will. Excellent! I was hoping this wouldn't be one of those ominous bound to an ancient curse situations. There's the faintest smirk tugging at the corner of his mouth. Disappointed? Devastated. I look past him at the mist-covered bridge ahead. And where exactly were you heading before I made my graceful descent into the river? Home. Home, And where might that be? There. He lifts his chin slightly, and as if on cue, the mist moves to reveal a structure at the end of the bridge. Is that a ryokan? Yes. A ryokan in the spirit world. Indeed. And you live there? Yes. I cross my arms, sizing him up. He's as unreadable as ever, but something about his tone is humoring me. With rooms? And was one of those rooms just so happened to be empty? He shifts ever so slightly, realizing that he has walked straight into whatever trap I've set. Perhaps. Oh dear. Very fortunate for me. His arms cross over his chest, and for a second, I swear he's fighting back the urge to smirk. And you intend to claim it, just like that. Well, I did just die and come back as a yokai. I feel that entitles me to at least one complimentary perk. One. For now. I tap my chin, pretending to think. Tell you what, I'll earn it. Let me help out at your inn. Sweep a few hallways, clean the guest rooms. Look breathtaking while doing it. It'll be a fair trade. There's a beat of silence, then. I've made a mistake. Wonderful! I'll take it. I love her. Intrinsically. A long, slow exhale escapes him, and for a moment, I think he might just walk back into the river to escape this. Instead, without another word, he simply turns on his heel and continues walking. I follow him with a grin on my face. The ryokan looms ahead, and I can see the wooden panels softened by time and lanterns hanging limp from the eaves. It isn't in ruin, but looks like it wouldn't mind the excuse to be. This is not quite what I pictured. Oh, you really went for the haunted ryokan look. Oh, buddy. No. Not exactly welcome, weary traveler, enjoy your stay, is it? No. I give him a sidelong glance. He says nothing, but his pace is steady. This isn't how it used to be, is it? It was. A neat little deflection, but I've lived long enough to recognize it. Ah, I see. So you expect me to believe this place was always this charming? I could practically hear the unspoken sigh before it leaves him. You're not going to let this go, are you? Not a chance. Huh. Wait, is that amusement I detect? And then at last we step inside. You know, at least he's keeping the plants alive, mostly. Oh. Not the good kind of oh. More like, oh dear, what have I stumbled into? When you open a drawer and find a rotten snack that could double as an exorcism result. It's worse than I thought. A ryokan should be warm and inviting, but this place feels like it's waiting for someone to tell it it's over. This is a disaster! Oh, this does not smell like delightful cypress. Oh, man. Yes. Oh, just like that? No attempt to sugarcoat it? Oh, he's just confessing. Would you believe me if I tried? Fair point. What happened here? I lost the power to run it. You say that like you misplaced it under a cushion. Would have been easier if I had. Oh? Interesting. How long has it been like this? Very long. That, at least, I believe. Should just walk away. This is not my problem, nor my responsibility, but still, I know this feeling. I've lived this feeling. I know what this is like. You're far too tired of keeping this place, but you know it will die with you if you don't hold it together. His hands are unmoving, but his shoulders tremble, betraying him. It looks like I hit a nerve. Have you changed your mind, then? About staying here? I blink. That wasn't what I planned to say, but looking at this place, I can't see an inn like this and walk away. Not when it still has bones strong enough to stand. No, I haven't changed my mind. I'm not just going to help out. I'm going to help you revitalize it. Because deep down, even after death, I'm still in Okami. Someone who believes an inn like this deserves life. Help? Yes. Surely you haven't been left to your own devices for so long you've forgotten what that means. I'm aware of the concept, but I don't need it. Oh, I'm sure you don't, but that doesn't mean you should turn it down. People offer help, and they leave midway or make it worse. So don't think of it as help then. Think of it as professional meddling. Persistent. And you're stubborn. He exhales slowly as though bracing himself. And what do you gain from this? A place to stay, obviously. You want to stay with me, even though we just met. He sounds more amused than betrayed. Well, yes. Technically, I just died, so I think I'm entitled to make a few impulsive decisions. So, meh. Besides, it's either your creepy ryokan or wandering around until something with detachable jaws decides I look crunchy. And my gut says you're not the type to take advantage of a woman. I tilt my head slightly, watching for a twitch or any sign of protesting. Nothing. Just calm, tired silence. Besides, you need help and I need purpose. Let's not complicate a mutually beneficial agreement. You assume you can do better in keeping this place than me. I know I can do better. Honey, sit down. And watch a professional work. His ears prick up as if I've genuinely surprised him. You claim experience, then? Dear, I used to walk barefoot through corridors, balancing ledgers, calming guests, and yelling at staff, all before breakfast. I let the silence hang, watching him piece it together. Then tell me, Okami-sama, what would you do to improve it? Well, I would get some of these cobwebs out the way first. Clean this window. Look at this. Are these tissues just sitting on the ground? And light these lanterns. Replace this. Come on. Come on. See? For starters, get rid of the cobwebs before they start charging rent. There's dust on every surface. The lanterns are so dim, I thought we were holding an exorcism. You see, it's the same list I just gave. And I'm pretty sure I felt something evil whispering in that cupboard. Okay, I did miss the evil whispering. I motioned towards the dust-covered reception table next. This looks alarmingly shoddy. Guests should feel welcomed, not like they're auditioning for a background role in a ghost story. I glanced towards the empty seating area, where the chairs look rather dusty and unkempt. My ears lower instinctively. The sight tugs at a quiet ache in my chest. This place was meant to be lively, and now it just sags. Back in my ryokan? Oh, what a time that was. The lanterns always glowed warmly, the sake never stopped flowing, and I knew the name of every guest who ever dared to flirt with me. I may have been alone behind the curtains, but the halls never were. Laughter, footsteps, whispers in the night, sometimes scandalous, sometimes not. It was a home, noisy, beautiful, and alive. Well, this is a shrine to silence. This whole place is a tragedy. And you believe you can fix this? I know I can fix this. Arrogant. If you are as skilled as you claim. Yes, if. But you're welcome to test me. He studies me for a long moment, and I catch the precise moment he realizes he's going to lose this argument. Fine, but don't blame me when you fail. Ah, there's the answer I was hoping for. You will work here, then. Naturally. And you will follow my rules. Define follow. The man just turns on his heel, expecting me to follow. This is going to be entertaining. Well then, now that you've sort of accepted my offer, I suppose I should at least know who my boss is. Shimon. And who exactly are you, Shimon? I'm one of the 4 mythical beasts. He answers with the casual indifference of someone commenting on the weather. I beg your pardon? The azure dragon, the vermilion bird, the white tiger, the black tortoise. I am the white tiger. As in, the white tiger. The very same. Oh, I have been sassing you so hard. Uh-oh. Slowly, I let my gaze travel up and down, actually looking at him. This frail, wilting daikon radish of a man is the legendary Byakko? Huh. He watches me with quiet amusement. This man definitely knows what I'm thinking. And how, pray tell, does one of the 4 mythical beasts end up like this? Living in a sad little inn? Don't know how to dust? That's not important. I think it's very important. You are free to think so. I exhale sharply through my nose. Fine. I'll let it go. For now. Fine, fine. Let's start over then. I'm Akine, former Okami of Ryokan Tsukikage in the human world. I ran my ryokan for decades. I know how to handle guests, manage staff, and maintain order. Do you now? A challenge. Ah, delightful. Dear, I once managed a summer festival, 3 weddings, and a pipe burst all in one day, while wearing a kimono with a busted hem. I practically breathe hospitality. I kept that place running on time, under budget, and with guests so happy, they left gifts. Shimon didn't answer before shaking his head sarcastically. Bold words for a wolf who drowned in a river. Excuse me? I was not the one who fished out like a wet, shivering pup. I was testing the current. How fortunate, then, that I arrived before your test reached its conclusion. Fine. You won this round. Welcome, then, to your new home. Well then, boss. Shouldn't you be showing me around? Surely you have some idea of what I'm supposed to be doing. Perhaps. He moves with the grace of someone who refuses to acknowledge his own exhaustion. Naturally, I match his pace. If I wanted, I could glide ahead effortlessly. But there's something entertaining about watching him pretend he's not running on sheer willpower alone. Just as I'm considering how long he'll keep up the act, I catch sight of my reflection in a dusty mirror. Right. I'm still wearing his robe. It's scandalously slipping off one shoulder, draping around me in a way that could either be elegant or suggestive, depending on the lighting. My. And here I am, strolling through your home in nothing but your clothing. What would the spirits say? Shimon stops mid-step and turns to me. You require proper clothing. Do I? I think this look has a certain charm. A bit daring. Quite refined, actually. Stay here. Such a commanding tone. He doesn't dignify me with a response. Rude! And disappears down a hall, leaving me alone. I take the opportunity to glance around. What was this place like before, when it was alive? And why does he seem so reluctant to talk about it? Before I can dig too deeply into my own curiosity, Shimon returns, carrying a neatly folded kimono. The moment my fingers brush the fabric, I notice something immediately. It's well kept. There's a faint, lingering scent, soft, floral, and distinctly not his. A woman's scent. Whose kimono is this? He seems a little sensitive, so we'll stick with the polite thank you. Thank you. I say it gently, accepting the kimono with both hands. The teasing lilt in my voice fades, just a touch. I could ask. I want to ask. The scent clings like a memory. Someone cared for this, or was cared for. But we've only just met, haven't we? But perhaps some stories aren't meant to be touched with curious fingers right away. The fabric brushes against my skin and nostalgia washes over me. I wore a kimono like this once long ago, on the night my heart first cracked open. He said he couldn't stay, said the inn was too quiet in the winter, and yet he had no trouble keeping warm in someone else's arms the following spring. I remember watching his back as he walked away, snow in my sleeves, sake in my blood, and pride in my spine. I smiled, waved, bowed like a good hostess, and cried into the dishwasher after midnight. Ah, youth. So dramatic. So hydrated. But it's long past now. I'll take good care of it. He doesn't answer, but the brief flicker in his gaze tells me he heard me. Change quickly. There's still much to see. I decide not to push further. Not now. This hallway leads to the guest rooms. How many are there? More than enough, but they are unused. Don't worry, boss. I have plenty of ideas to bring life back to this place. I will reserve judgment. He strides ahead before I can retort. There's something familiar in this. Not the walls, but the rhythm. Walking the halls, checking rooms, holding it all together. I did this for decades. I watch him just ahead, shoulders heavy, and that way I remember too well. Was he always this quiet? Or did the ryokan take his voice like it tried to take mine? This is one of the guest rooms. Oh? He slides the shoji door open with a smooth motion, revealing the room inside. I hope no one died in this room. Can we be sure the body's not still around if they did? None. Yet. Look at the little paper mache baby! Ah! Ah! His voice is as dry as the air in here. Seems like evil spirits are the only ones staying here. This needs to change. I swish my tail, stepping further inside. A little warmth, a little charm, a lot of exorcism and scrubbing. This place could be something special. I simply cannot wait. Alright, first order of business. Who's cleaning all of this? That would be you. My dear, you really think I'd fall for that? You are the Okami now. Yes, and a proper Okami delegates. Speaking of, where are all the staff? Surely you weren't running this place alone. No, there were others. Were? A soldier spirit who cooked, a broom that never stopped sweeping, a lazy river dweller who barely did anything unless bribed. When my strength faded, they withdrew. Yokai bound to a place need energy to remain. Without it, they slumber or disappear. So they've been asleep this whole time? Perhaps, or waiting. I can no longer tell the difference. He says it like it doesn't hurt, but something in his voice tells me it does. His weight shifts. Something is off. Boss? His posture wavers. His balance falters, and before I know it, he collapses. Shimon! I move without thinking, catching him before he fully crumples to the floor. He's lighter than I expected. Surprisingly so. For someone built like a tragic mountain god, thought I'd need divine intervention. Or at least a sturdy wheelbarrow. Well now, look who still has upper body strength. You overdid it, didn't you? Silence. I sigh, pressing my fingers lightly to his wrist, checking the pulse beneath his skin. Oh, well, someone died in the room. Wait, do yokai even have a pulse? I smooth a stray lock of white hair away from his mask, brushing it carefully behind his ear. You really don't take care of yourself, huh? It looks like he might respond, but in the end he doesn't. Lucky for you, dear. You've just hired the best Okami there is. He groans softly. I take that as acceptance. Now, where's your room? Unnecessary. Ah, he's one of those. The quiet, brooding types who wear their past like a second mask and dare you to ask what's underneath. Let me guess. You think you can sleep anywhere, don't you? Yes. No, absolutely not. If I let you, you'll curl up in some drafty hallway and waste away in your sleep. A proper ryokan master must have a proper room. He exhales. Aggressively. The nerve. Look, you can fight me on this, or you can just tell me where it is, and I'll let you sleep in peace. Your choice. End of the hall. All right, boss, up we go. Shimon's room is unsurprising. It's organized, spotless even. But it's also the most lifeless space I have ever stepped into. What in the male living space is this, sir? It's a nice futon, though. Thick. Looks good. Looks good. Right out onto the deck. We love that. Get that nice breeze in. That's what you want in the summer. This is the room of a man who's decided to live his life as an aesthetic exercise in suffering. I shift my grip again. Still surprised I'm carrying him at all, to be honest, and lower him carefully onto the futon. The second he touched the mattress, his body fully gave in to the exhaustion. You know, most people keep something in their room. A trinket, a book maybe? Anything that suggests they have feelings. Silence, which is expected, but still. Gotta give it to him. Gotta needle a little. That's how you keep up a rapport. We'll let him keep his mask, so let's help him change his clothes. Simone is drenched in sweat. Without thinking, I reach for the collar of his robe, loosening the fabric slightly to help him breathe. My fingers brush the warm skin of his chest. It's searing. His skin radiates an intense amount of heat. Oh, Kami-sama, he's burning up. And yet when I touch him, I'm the one holding my breath. His hand twitches as he gestures towards the wooden chest in the corner. Ah, so he's aware. And very much letting this happen. Your clothes are in there? He gives the smallest nod, head tilting, observing me. I move to the chest, slide it open. Inside, a stack of folded robes identical in design. I grab one from the top and return. All right, let's get you out of this, boss. No funny business. I'm doing this as a professional, a responsible adult. I kneel beside him, fingers brushing his shoulder as I pull the outer robe down slowly. The damp fabric clings before giving way. My palm accidentally grazes the curve of his back. Shimon inhales sharply. A tremor runs through his arm. Hold still, all right? Shimon exhales slowly now, then speaks with a low tone. You're very thorough, Okami-sama. My fingers freeze just below his collarbone. My heart does something rather scandalous. This man is trembling, but he still has the gall to tease me like this. I'm the one that does the teasing in this house, sir. I swallow the urge to retort. There, that's better. You'll be back to grumbling at me in no time. I trace my thumb carefully along the edge of his sleeve. A light, pointless touch. I convince myself to adjust the fold. We both know it isn't. Sleep well, Shimon. Now that that's settled, he really was planning to shoulder all this alone, wasn't he? How long has he been carrying this weight? There's no staff to help out in this broken place, and this man is too stubborn to ask for help. But I've always had a soft spot for beautiful things in need of repair. And you, White Tiger, are long overdue for someone to take care of you for once. I will drag this place back to life, and maybe you along with it. All right, this place is a mess. Let's fix that. Eyes sharp. Dust, cobwebs, gunk, whatever doesn't belong, it's getting evicted. This is still a ryokan, gosh darn it, and it will start acting like one. Let's keep finding and clearing every nook and cranny. The more I clean, the lighter the air will feel. And who knows, I might dig up a few little secrets the boss forgot to dust over while I'm at it. Yes, so this is now our main goal. Because we gotta find the 3 objects. We can get us a secret scene. Secrets. Sure, hit me up a map. Alright. I guess, yeah, let's start at the entrance. We'll start in the entrance, we'll do outside, and then we'll do the guest rooms. Goodness gracious. Right above the guest book. That's just rude. No one wants to sign under a spider ambush. Disgusting. Yeah, get out of there. Get. Oh, look at this. What is this poop on the window? I think the windows are the only ones dazzling in this ryokan. Thanks to suspicious yellow stains. Nasty cakes. A little light would be nice. Preferably the non-ominous kind. Oh, is a lantern knocked over? Guest should be signing in, not having a sneezing fit. Let's clean this guest book. Look at this handwriting. Very sophisticated. Very intricate. I think whoever wrote this was probably the type who labeled all the storage jars and rearranged the towels when bored. Alright, so that must have been one of the three. Go by them sparkles. You know, if you're going to lurk inside the cupboard, at least offer to help dust. Get out of there. No, bad ghosty. Bad. Well, there's more spider webs. Ah, yes. A cobweb to the face. More haunted manor than Ryokan, really. Poor plant is trying its best, so the creepy crawlies have to go. A torn scroll. Either someone left in a hurry and accidentally ripped it, or there was a fight, and this was the aftermath. Oh, we got a little hacked but never used. Just a little launch. Maybe whoever had this left in such a hurry it was forgotten. I wonder why Shimon never bothered moving it. Someone is still waiting here. But for what? Or who? Oh, goodbye, little ghosty. Oh, we got more little ghosties. Of course there's dried blood on the floor, because this place wasn't creepy enough already. Oh shit, we only got 2, didn't we? Womp womp. Oh, okay, well, I said we'd do the outside next. Excuse me. Absolutely not. I refuse to be dragged underwater by those hands. Well, that's either caused by swamp gas or a creature lurking under the water. I don't want to deal with either. Don't think about what caused it, just scrub it clean. Well, this little embroidery is hand-stitched initials in white letter. M. No guest takes the time to embroider a napkin just for fun. Ah, an Ofuda. Whoever the writer was, they prayed for Byakko, not to Byakko. A charm, tied with careful knots. I don't think it's a mere decoration. Shimon's strength had already waned back then. Excuse me. Oh, wonderful. Whispering from the trees. Probably eavesdropping spirits. Get out of there! Glowing eyes, watching me from the mist. Lovely. Exactly the atmosphere I wanted for a cozy ryokan. Get out of here! Come on! Go! Choo-choo-choo! Murky water, murky history, murky everything. Honestly, boss, what are you doing out here all those years? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Nature's reclaiming this place. I suppose I should reclaim it. Off with you, vines. With the trees. Cute Noren. Got one more filthy spot. But what? What sewage? Oh. I didn't finish that ghosty up there. Alright. To a guest room. Yay! This figurine looks handmade, crude in shape, but with love in every dent. It's a tiger, like the Byakko. And I love it, intrinsically. Shimon kept it, so either he's sentimental or really bad at spring cleaning. This letter's been hidden and folded so many times before. I hate how I'm like finding all these. Of course I missed one in the very first area, and then I'm like, oh, no bravado. I read the sentence, Dear Shimon, and immediately close it again. I don't think it's my place to snoop around. Serene mind like still water. A mind unruffled by events and the stresses of life. Is that what the writer strived for? If anything lunges out of this closet, I swear I'm setting it on fire with sake. Imagine sleeping here and a face peeks from behind the glass, like a clingy past lover. No, bad ghosties. Get! I hope this isn't a guest's leftovers. That would be awkward to clean. I'm not touching it with my bare hands. Just to be sure. Oh, of course, because sleep paralysis wasn't terrifying enough already. Bad ghosties, bad! Hope Shimon doesn't keep a literal corpse in here instead of figuratively. Ugh. The stinkies. Oh, there's some more eyeballs up top. Beautiful view ruined by spiders with no sense of hospitality. Blasphemous! Who wants to sleep with a cobweb over their head? Get out of here, eyeballs. Yay! I step back, survey my work with no small amount of satisfaction. The dust? Gone. Cobwebs? Vanquished. Evil spirits are probably migrating somewhere else. Then I hear footsteps behind me. I turn just as Shimon enters and... Oh! Well, why is he handsome? Oh no, he's not so dehydrated. Why does he look like that after barely a nap? His skin has color again. His shoulders look broader. His jawline is more defined. I could use it to slice mochi. Could sleeping for a little bit change his appearance so drastically? Is this allowed? My gaze absolutely betrays me. Of course he notices. I clear my throat so hard I might have dislodged my spine, and immediately throw my hands towards the freshly cleaned lobby. Well, well, look who's up and walking. What do you think? It is acceptable. Oh, I'm sorry, did I mishear? Because it sounds like you just missold my miracle work. Everything is still standing. That is an improvement. I gasp, hand to my chest like he just struck me a mortal wound. Everything is still standing. After all I've done, this is the level of praise I get. Would you prefer a ceremony? A festival in your honor? Yes, I would. A small compliment wouldn't hurt. I'll see if the spirits can play instruments. Did he just joke back? Did my ears trick me? Admit it, you're impressed. You did well. Wait. Say it again. No. Just once more, please, so I can cherish your compliment. I will say only this. It is nice to walk through a place that does not resemble an evil spirit's final resting place. Ha ha! Victory! I fold my arms triumphantly while he... Well, can't tell what his expression is under that mask, but I know that he approves. Perhaps it is time. Time? To reopen. Start gathering power again. Well, then let's do it! I step forward, tilting my head, watching him closely. I'll make this ryokan shine again, boss. Just you wait. We'll see. No. We will succeed. And this time, he doesn't argue. The ryokan creaks as if exhaling for the first time in years. The dust may have settled, but the real chaos is only just beginning. Super cute. Well, well, well. You know we'll be back for the fall. You'll know we'll be back. What does the load hit me? Okay, we can't just save at any point, I guess. That was so cute. I love her. Intrinsically. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we'll be playing the full bloody. We'll be all over the full bloody. All over the full bloody. See, if I didn't have any, like, so much scheduled today, I would do the skip and try and get back there. And do the, like, bonus. If I still have some time at the end of the stream, I will.